beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. My name is Georgia, for those of you who are new, and to my regular subscribers, welcome back. So as you can tell from the title, we are going to discuss the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 5 Reunion Part 2. So in this Part 2 of the reunion, we continue. As you remember, last week we ended where Monique had her binder, and she was telling Giselle everything that she knows about her and her boyfriend's relationship. So now Andy turns to Giselle and asks, what do you have to say about everything that Monique is saying? So according to Giselle, she's like, Jamal and I are fine. She could say whatever she wants to say, but I know that we are good and we're going to be okay. So of course now he turns to Karen, because Karen is a longtime friend of Giselle, and she's like, what do you have to say about Jamal's and Giselle's relationship? And to put it in a nutshell, Karen's like, I just want to see her happy, because she deserves to be happy and not be told lies and stuff like that. But according to Giselle, everything is fine with her and Jamal, and she don't have any problems. She's going to deal with her relationship the way she wants to, and everybody just needs to mind their business and stay out of it. All right, the ladies break for lunch, and of course they had a little bit to say about Monique's binder. Robin and Giselle had a little kiki moment over that they can't believe she has so much time on her hands to come with a binder, a tabulated binder at that. All right, so after lunch now, like I told you in the first part of the review of the reunion, we are visiting everyone's life over the past 4 or 5 seasons. So now it's Ashley's turn, and they go in to talk about Ashley's prenup and postnup. And according to Ashley, even though she mentioned it in one of the episodes where she asked Michael for a postnup and he agreed, nothing came of it. But now she's wondering if she needs to revisit it, because she has a second child on the way. And according to her, Michael is not going to be there tonight because he had to be at a wedding. So yeah, we get into all of that with Ashley and Michael about him being touchy-feely with certain of the crew members of the show and stuff. They even went back to visit something that happened in season 1, and Ashley just blew it off because according to her, the guy and Michael were friends and they played like that. So we don't know. She keeps saying her husband is not attracted to men. She is only attracted to women. So for them to be coming with all of these accusations, she doesn't see where there's a merit to it. So we'll see what plays out in the following season. So now we visit Karen. Now we go over Karen's life, and according to Andy, and which I talked about in previous episodes, this is the first season where Karen has been so open with everything that's going on in her life, her relationship with Ray, her businesses, the way she feels. But she goes in to tell us that she was aware that she was not being very open, and it was because she knew her parents were watching the show. Now that her parents has unfortunately passed away, she's been a little bit more open. And as all the other ladies say, the Karen that we used to see on in the previous seasons, that's not the Karen they know. They know she could be a little bit more open. So therefore, it's refreshing to see her being the way that she is. And like I said before, I noticed that in this season, Karen is a little bit more open about her marriage and about everything that's going on in her life, whereas before we wouldn't get that from her. So now we get to the meat and the potatoes of the episode. Yeah, we get to the meat and the potatoes of the episode. They play the fight. There's a lot that's revealed that the ladies thought was not so, I should say. Like, for instance, Monique thought it was Candice who pushed her, which I already knew it was Giselle. She thought Candice was gonna cut her with the broken glass that was in her hand. That's why she said she kept her held down onto the table to make sure that she didn't get cut and she didn't get hurt. And we still don't know how. According to Monique, the person who hit her in her jaw was Candice with the hand that she was using to hold the glass, but we still don't know who actually hit her on the side of her face, or do we? I'd have to go back and watch that episode, but I really don't want to, because honestly, I don't want to see that fight over again. We talked about it the entire season, and I really thought at this point, when Monique found out, certain things, that she would have at least given Candice an apology, but there was such a pregnant pause that everybody was waiting for it to happen, and Monique didn't. She no. She didn't say no. She just sat there looking like, okay, what are you waiting for? It's not going to happen. Nobody actually said, you need to apologize to her. Andy asks, have you apologized to Candice? And she's like, no, I haven't. But come to find out that with the rumors that started all of this to get the fight going, that it seems like Candice was the one protecting Monique from the rumors, because she made sure that she told Karen what was happening. So Karen was able to let Monique know, this is what's being said about you. Candice is very upset. She brought it to my attention. Therefore, you need to know what's happening. So I thought with that, at least Monique would say, you know what, maybe she's not so bad after all. So I still don't understand why Monique is not apologizing to Candice. Yes, I know Candice has a big mouth. Yes, I know Candice try to instigate fights and stuff like that. But at the same point, Monique, you know you're wrong for hitting the girl. Yes, you say you're apologetic for your actions, but you're not apologizing for defending yourself. But at the same time, you gotta be a little bit more open. After watching this part of the reunion and watching the entire season and seeing what has been going on, I honestly feel that some people may disagree with me, but I honestly feel that Monique should apologize to Candice if she would accept it, because that fight wasn't warranted. Looking back at it, cooler heads needed to prevail. It seemed like it was a huge misunderstanding. Like I said, she thought Candice pushed her. It actually was Giselle. And if they were allowed to come together and talk about it without everyone else being involved, then the outcome might be different. But that's what I take away from it. A lot of people may disagree with me, but I think that Monique actually owes Candice an apology, and I hope that they could get past this and become friends again. It seems like Monique's anger is directed at the wrong person. She really is upset at Charisse and her friend Gigi, her ex-friend Gigi, but it seems like she can't get at them, so therefore she's gonna take it out on the closest person that she can, and it just so happens to be Candice. But it's not only Candice did not discuss her relationship. Candice didn't talk about it. Giselle did. Why aren't you just as angry at Giselle? Robin did. Why aren't you just as angry at Robin? And but it seemed like Karen is still trying to get the ladies to come together and work things out. And I hope that it can happen. But the fact that Monique refuses or is not apologizing to Candice, in my mind, I feel like Monique is done with the Real Housewives of Potomac franchise. I feel that she's over it and done with it. Like she said, when Andy asked, okay, so over the 4 or 5 years that now you guys' paycheck has been coming in steady, yeah, you have a pretty decent paycheck, Monique basically told him, listen, my husband makes way more money than what I'm bringing in, so this is chump change to me. That's how I interpreted it. And Andy was like, that left him dumbfounded. He didn't know what to say of that. No, actually he did say, but of course Chris isn't bringing in that much money anymore, being that he's retired. But according to Monique, no, my husband has invested his money. He has a great portfolio, so therefore he's bringing in just as much money as before, if not more. And this check that I'm getting from this is just for me to play with. And if I need more, my husband would give it to me. So I think everybody was left with their mouth open like, okay, we don't have nothing to say. According to Robin, Robin says she's very aware of a man's ego. So her and Juan split the bills down the middle, or they work it out, whatever. The other ladies didn't have anything to say, but that's where that was. But the gist of the whole episode was trying to get Monique and I believe Candice to understand that this fight did not need to happen. It was a whole big misunderstanding, and hopefully they could work it out. So we have one more episode to go, part 3 of the reunion. Let's see if they actually talk a little bit more, and let's see if anything come of it. Candice left the set upset. She was crying, and a lot of people feel that it's not genuine, but honestly, I think it is. So hopefully she could come back and they could talk about it some more. And Monique could show some empathy, because right now she seems very cold. That's what I'm getting from it. So that is my review of part 2. We'll see what happened in part 3. We're going to see the husbands come on set, and we're going to get to discuss a little bit more and see what happens. So thank you for watching my review. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are regarding Monique and Candice's relationship. Do you think that the fight happening was a result of a huge misunderstanding? Or no, I would not say anyone. These are grown women fighting. I mean, like fighting like high school kids. I don't think this fight was warranted at all. Yes, you could argue, you could talk things out, scream it out, talk it about, but putting hands on each other, that's a no-no. So like I said, guys, let me wrap this up. Thank you for watching this review. Thumbs up this review, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, take care of yourselves and your family. Bye-bye.